Good afternoon, good evening, welcome to Win Baby America. As you know, there's a lot of things going on in America right now, and then right now, especially the immigration, there's at least 20 million people that's illegal right now in this country. 20 million, not five, not two, 20 million people. And for myself, I think it's a slap in the face in any way, shape, or form because I think so many people in this country, like really 20 million, more than 20 million. How come there's so many people? And then next thing you know, who's providing for them? And then next thing you know, the economy is that bad. Why are they letting so many people inside? For me, it doesn't make sense. And then Trump gonna do something very great about it, and then we're gonna hear the news what it's saying, and we'll go right into it, and how Trump gonna change that outcome. Like really,
Around the world are bracing for what comes next in Syria.
Yes, rebels there just overthrew the sitting government, and this morning we are joined by LiQWYD from Washington to talk about this sudden collapse, what it could possibly mean for the international community, including the United States. Doug, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, first of all, could you just break down what, for those who tuned out over the weekend, what has happened in Syria the last few days?
Well, Syria's had a civil war going on for a long time. It seemed to be something of a stalemate until recently, and these rebel groups kind of took an opportunity. They banded together, and they ultimately overthrew Assad. Pretty.
another way, is a group of rebels that are fighting against the government. So the question is, who's funded this group of this rebel? Who's funded the group of the government? So it's both sides. That means the United States is part of it. And there the lots of missile of warship, warhead, that helicopters, and then stuff like that that Biden left a couple years ago. And then now they funded Syria to fight with that. And then now Syria trying to progress and clear things since they know that Biden has these days on numbers. They're trying to accelerate things so basically they can have their way. And then at the meantime, so Biden can force out to pay for everyone that's gonna go to fight, so they can take as much of the money they can before Biden go out of the government.
Extraordinary. And then Assad apparently sought refuge in Russia, which had been a big backer of the Assad regime. But at the same time, Russia's been preoccupied with other things, namely Ukraine. So they were not quick to leap to Assad's defense beyond agreeing to harbor him as he fled the country. So the question now is, what comes next? What will this next government look like? One of the key rebel groups involved in this overthrow is a designated terrorist organization by the United States.
So overthrown is that someone has a government, and the next thing you know, the mass of the other party that's against that side, and then they finally has enough support or have enough people fighting against that government, so they are able to come or overturn. So basically, that's how they say overthrown. That means the government doesn't have backup or doesn't have enough support to keep going on. So basically, the other majority is able to overcome it. So most likely those people that's being victimized or those overthrown government, they have to take exile because they cannot go back, otherwise it's death sentence because they continue as a traitor as all that nonsense. So basically that's why they say that. So basically the next of the country is what kind of country is gonna be, is gonna be another political regime and what's going on and who's gonna take its place. Because remember that this is the government. The government is that if you overthrow something, you gotta replace because the nature has terrified of internet. So basically, you gotta put someone in the place. The person that's in the place is gonna be better, is gonna be worse, or what kind of change is gonna be bad, or even further, who overthrown who, why the person is overthrown who? Because most of the time, when the government is overthrown, that means the one of those things, either the mass is rebel against the government, or the power like the United States or France or one of the country pressure that government to take out so they can take part of the country. Same thing happened in Haiti. The pressure the Christian initiatives now United States take most of the part of the benefit of the Haiti and in other countries, for example, like Cuba and so forth, they overturn that government trying to raise those people and make awareness how to fight to be more independent, and the globe society doesn't want that, so that's why they want to fight that. It's the same thing as right now they're trying to bring a lot of people come in the country because they're tired of those people, of all the black people or white people. They want a new regime so they can overthrow the BS idea of our life support. So this is totally diabolical because first they push the vaccine on us, so on the for work, and then now they bring those people that doesn't need to vaccinate to come over, and next thing you know, when they come over, they take our job, and they have all this paperwork, and then next thing you know, now they can work now without taking the vaccine, and the next thing you know, you be here in the country work hard, and then your earning is not even increased. If you look for a job right now, the minimum wage should be $25. But if you see right now it's 17, 18, 19, why those jobs are for? It's not for you, it's for the illegal who can take it because they still have for not working back in the country, so to come here to like to have all those money. And the next thing you know, they give them part time, get enough money so they can go not go over to be to have more money so they can be rich, but they just have enough money to sustain their lifestyle. And then you as a person that's already living in the country, so basically you're middle class, so you have your job cut off because the government, the politics trying to save money, and the company try to save money, so basically they cut you loose, hire those illegal immigrants, and next thing you know, you become middle class, become poor, and next thing there's two classes, the poor and the rich. And this is a start for the people that's in immigration because now we all gonna see the price, and then same thing happening here right now, and then you can see it's very diabolical.
United States. So there are some real concerns about what this government will look like.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about the implications for the United States, because when you talk about things that, maybe we've preoccupied ourselves with, we're obviously looking at Ukraine and Russia, we're looking at what's going on in Gaza and Israel, and now we have to look at 900 troops that are sitting in Syria. How could this affect the United States, or are we going to get pulled into something there?
Well, we've already escalated some airstrikes going after some ISIS targets in Syria, which really underscores the big concern the U.S. has that Syria could become a hotbed for terrorist activity. Now, there have been, according to the New York Times, some back-channel communications between the Biden administration and these rebel leaders to ensure that that doesn't happen. But it is a...
So another way when they say that doesn't happen, it mean like the American or United States gonna impose their troop or the influence so they have the way. It's all about that. Remember guys, this country are poor, they can have a gun, they can have build guns. Somebody is funding those guns, somebody is giving them the resources, somebody somewhere giving them those access. How can those people have much heavy gun? And I don't see any cops out there, I don't see army in there, only the civilian there, and next thing they have so many guns. And this is where that's really crazy because now those people can cross the border, and then those people say that they are truly American, and next thing you know, they've been killed over there. They've been all these non people that really immune stuff, and next thing you know, they come here and then they do the same thing. That's why you see a crime skyrocketing and see people grape skyrocketing, and then next thing you know, the country is not safe no more because they allow those people to come in and do all those things without even take a caution. And next thing you know, they wonder why the country is so bad, why people are divided, and next thing you know, they want to make Americans be mad and take the street also so they can have also martial law to start the election. That's why they're trying to propagate that, and then that's why they spend all the money overseas, and that's why they're trying to give all those immigrants out all those opportunities because they want you as Americans to get mad and protest, and next thing you know, they have martial law in the country. This is pure.
It's a big unknown right now.
All right, switching gears to President-elect Trump. He is now on record saying that he wants to end this birthright citizenship, which grants citizenship to those born in the U.S., even if their parents had come to the U.S. illegally. Can this actually happen?
Before he did that, their citizenship is that, for example, I can cross the border and I got passport. So basically, I can come, for example, for 3 months and then 6 months. By the time I'm here, I get somebody pregnant with, or it can that person can have pregnant in this country. And by the time they're supposed to leave, they don't leave. They stay the country. They have the child. Okay, it's most likely the mother. That's something the mother. The mother had the child. When the mother had the child, now she cannot leave the country because now because of the mother, there's no family care closer to take care of the kids. So they train that parents the privilege to get citizenship because American people love their kids. But if Trump take away that, would be a lot less single mother that come to the country, a lot less people that don't wedlock, and a lot less people that come here to gain resources to the country. It's only in America that do that. If other country does that, they don't. I'm not aware of it. But for America is very well known for that because that's why most people when they have for pregnant, they always come here and they stay so they can have their kids here. So even though they know that person not fully American, since they're born here, they have to be American, and then they bring that kids to the country, and after a while, they call the government or the embassy to bring that person. They have a kid that was born here to try them back here in the United States, so they can have a different life which their parents was not supposed to have, which is kind of a loophole over the law that they figured out that Trump is going to fight it. We're going to see the backlash and everything going on against it.
Well, it could happen with a constitutional amendment. For sure. I mean, this is the 14th Amendment, as you mentioned, that provides for this. Trump has long held that this has been a big draw for illegal immigrants to come to the country, so-called birth tourism, that kind of thing. Now, can he stop it with an executive order? The legal challenges would be huge, and they would get into the wording of the 14th Amendment and whether these individuals coming here and giving birth, these illegal immigrants that would come here and give birth, whether they're actually subject to the laws of the United States. So there would be a legal argument, but it would be a tough one to make, and it would ultimately have to go to the Supreme Court.
So basically, like I mentioned, I see that happening so many times. I see that a lot of women now, this is what they do. And then they trying to escape reality, they trying to escape the accountability, and then next thing you know that they stay in the country. So the government to take care of the whatever they're going on with their kids that provide them now benefit and then a housing and then food stamps so they can live a better life than you. That's the loophole that they do, and then next thing you know, you as American, you have to earn a lot of money and you're not qualified for anything. I hope I don't know how it's gonna turn out or the backlash gonna be, and I pray for country, pray for the president, and if somebody doesn't listen.